and I have to get on my reading voice. I took, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually start with the part just in front of, this is not in your book, it's not in your copy, this is a difference.
Oh, okay.
Just in front of that, of My Muse is a Corpse, I added, so here's the chapter, My Muse is a Corpse. It's kind of hard to see. Just in front of that, I added a poem of sorts. The man likens himself a poet. It's not really a poem. This was recommended to me. There's a couple of disclaimers, warning signs, if you like, at the front of this book that come in as you're coming. Hello, hi. Someone just saying hi. There's a couple signs that come in, warnings. If you imagine yourself as you're going in the book, you're entering into a wilderness of sorts, and it's a dangerous place. It really is. I recognize that this is a dangerous place because I would imagine that if there's someone out there that's on the edge, not really sure, maybe suffering from depression or feeling like, life is worthless, life is meaningless, and then they pick up my book where the subtitle is, the title and subtitle here are Going Alone, Discovering a Universe Without Meaning. So that's a different, yours doesn't say that. Yours says A Life of Courage, Joy, and Independence.
So this is the copy for them.
That's not the, that would be the better one, right?
Yeah.
So that alone, and if you only get about, halfway through the book, I lay out a pretty unsettling view of the universe, which is, to be blunt, there is no God. The universe doesn't give a damn about us. It's all heat and energy. So there appears to be no objective meaning to the universe. That's the problem that I'm trying to solve in this book. If you get no farther than the problem, that's pretty disparaging. That could,
yeah.
I worry that if there's some young person out there that's on the edge and they read that, I'm not saying that I have that much influence that I could tip somebody over the edge. I don't want to do that.
Well, yeah, it's a confluence of factors.
Yeah.
So you got to get into the meat of the book.
Exactly. The point of it is that there's a punchline to the book. And the punchline is, yeah, that seems to be the case. The universe does seem to be empty to a degree. But that doesn't mean we can't create meaning of our own. And we can create a life of courage, joy, and independence, chock full of meaning and chock full of goodness, just like a Hershey bar. So a friend of mine read the book, and we met for lunch one day, and she read through, and she suggested, there may not be enough of a warning. Maybe you need to put in there, or maybe you need, because actually there is a warning, but maybe you ought to put in there something that says, Kurt, maybe there's something more that hints at the punchline to come.
That's what you were getting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting. So I added this poem here it's just after the introduction, which is innocuous. Universe is real, I agree, your opinion. Oh, awesome. The introduction's an introduction, and it's not going to hurt anybody, right? It's just, here I am, here's what I am, here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's the next chapter, which is titled My Muse is a Corpse, which is a rather unsettling title, if I think so.
Yeah. A bit cryptic.
It is a bit cryptic, and I really struggled with that title, using that title. I didn't want to use it, but then in the end I realized it was the right title. So
the poem, the little disclaimer or the warning that you added seems to, is probably a smart addition just to to help people keep that in perspective and press on.
Yeah, I hope so. So let me just go ahead and get into it then. So I'm going to go ahead and read the poem first, and I may not get very far with this. Oh, and I do have a hard stop at the bottom of the hour at 7:30. Got to take my family out for breakfast,
Awesome.
and the dog out for a walk. So anyway, I'm going to read the poem. So me, and I did study, like I said before, I did study drama in high school, and my drama teacher always told me to train the voice, to get ready. So he always used to say, do this thing, "Mami mu me mo, mami mu me mo."
It's almost hiragana.
It is.
Yeah.
So, mami mu me. So hiragana. I'm thinking Buddhist reciting hiragana. A I U E O kakiku keiko sasi susei so. Never.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So. To background music, no less. So here it is, and you can see the way I laid it out. It's kind of this center justified, and here we go. So imagine you've just finished reading the introduction to the book. You got the background of who I am and what my motive is here. You turn the page. Let's begin. There's a wilderness behind this page. It's someplace invisible to some, evident to others, beautiful to a few, and perhaps deadly to anyone who can't find their way back. I've left some signs within to a way out. It isn't easy, but then what's worthwhile rarely is. I did not write this book to lure you to death, but to show you a way to life, the way I found, a way which works. No magic is necessary, no faith, no trust, just courage and resolve and a will to live. So turn the page now if you're curious. Come alone to a very real place. Leave your treasure behind. And then I changed this last line.
Mm-hmm.
It says, you won't need it again. And then I realized I didn't want that.
That's pretty morbid.
I didn't want it to say, leave your treasure behind, you won't need it again. And I changed it. It's in the electronic version. So I actually scratched that out when I got the copy. But I gave that copy out to someone yesterday, which got the scratches on it. So I can't remember how that actually ends. But I didn't want to say, leave your treasure behind, you won't need it again, because you will need it again. It's not, I mean, it's not like, like in the Bible it says, leave all behind, forget father, mother, and the like, and follow me. Well, forget and have no regard for thrift or anything like that. Which Jesus had a particular meaning on that. What I'm trying to say is that you will need your treasure in the future, but it is not during the course of what you're going through this book. Leave it behind, because there's something more I want to show you.
Fair enough.
So hopefully that is kind of, again, it's kind of cryptic. I never quite get to the point in my writing, but hopefully it gives you a sense that come with me to enter a wilderness where I want to show you something that I found. But be wary, because it may be hard to find your way back. And if you don't, there's a very real risk that you can become lost and die in there. I mean, I've seen it happen. Literally watched it happen. More about that another time.